foliage treatments are always fun to do at holiday time because then you can do it way ahead of time and you can have all that stockpile for you. So I've done some really kind of fun things that we're going to show you with. I'm at foam in my container, and I just want to take these pointed edges, these corners off, so that when you pour water in, the water will go into the container, not off the edge and out of the container. So that's important to do. But I wanted to use tea leaves today, and because tea leaves are so sustainable, I mean, they can just hold up for all kinds of things. So I wanted to use a tea leaf, and here I have just a red tea leaf that I've taken and added to it just some stickers. And these are stickers that I made. They're heart shapes on sticky paper. But you can also buy just stickers and just put them on and just cover. What I did is just cover the whole thing and then sprayed it with gold paint. So you can use any color that you want. Enhance it with that gold paint. And then you just peel the stickers off. It's so easy to do. And then you've got a treatment already done to your foliage leaves that enhance a holiday that you want. Here we're doing Valentine's Day because it was hearts. So you can do all different types of things that you can have. Just doing just tape marks on it and spraying it and pulling off painting tape, you know, just have some fun with it. What we need to do and think about when we're in our flower shop is just making things different than what everybody else is doing. So be creative and taking this concept, it's like, oh, I can spray my foliage and it's going to last longer because I sprayed the front and the back, so that it's going to be sustainable in a design. And that's what we really want. We want our flowers to last as long as they possibly can. And this is just really kind of fun. So we're going to start. We're going to do kind of a formal linear with this. Just because I want to emphasize these leaves, I want to make sure that they're going to show. And that's important to me because if you're going to put the time and effort into it, you've got to make sure that it's going to be something that's going to, I have to take that down just a little bit. It's going to show. So we're just going to shorten this down a little bit. So make it worthwhile. So now I'm going to add that leaf there. I'm going to take it across to the opposite side and add another leaf this direction. So you can see that we have our emphasis on the hearts that are created because that's the technique that we wanted to show our consumer. So that's our selling point with this. We're color enhancing our foliages and adding to this. So I also want to add then, just to make this a little bit formal linear. So let's use some beautiful, these are mother of pearl roses. Stunning, absolutely stunning. So I'm going to use the roses, since roses are a Valentine flower basically, and use these as my focal points in my design, and they are beautiful. Add a little bit of just tropical foliage. I've got some leucadendron that I want to add into here too, just to kind of give us that tropical feel. And I've got a smaller one that I want to put into this. And I'm just going to come down and just continue with these beautiful roses and tuck them in. For holidays especially, you want to tuck them in nice and deep so that they take water. You know, it's kind of like that magic of, oh, let's get them to last longer. Well, you know, the water in the container is at the bottom. So the stems have to go to the bottom in order to sustain themselves. So make sure that you put your insertions in all the way so that the roses will last a long time. And that's important. And I like using foam just for the stability of this. You could create many different types of grids if you wanted to, just to sustain that, and that's fine. So we'll add a little bit of texture. And of course the leaves that I added have have that gold tinge to them. My container has a little bit of gold tinge to it. So then that helps pull the color balance all the way through. And I just need to add some texture to this because we've got a lot of flat surface qualities. The roses have a little bit kind of a fluffy feel to them too. But I also wanted to add just some texture to that so that it comes all the way across. And again, working with these beautiful mother of pearl roses just adds a great ambiance to all of this. Come around to the back. My rule of thumb, of course, always is if you put it in the front, put it in the back. And if you want to do a dozen roses, a half a dozen roses, and then think about the different foliages that you want to use, you can do that. I also want to use just some plain tea leaves. So I'm just going to just shorten them up. So I have my line movement coming across. Another one on the other side. And they can all match or they can all be different. It doesn't matter, whatever you want to do with that. And then, of course, I don't want to throw anything away. Use the other ends of these. Oh, you're about gone, but we'll see if we can manage. Here we go. Just to repeat it. So we'll put one in the front. And then one in the back. So you can see that we've used the roses down deep. I want to put one more in here to fill into the back. Using a little bit of foliage to cover. I have some grevillea that will give us some texture. So we'll add you here, and then I'm going to add you down to this side. And to this opposite side. Don't forget the back. That's just as essential as the front. You never know where your consumer's going to set it, so make sure the front looks just as good as the back. Doesn't have to have quite as many flowers in it, depending upon your cost value, but make sure that you put that emphasis in it. You can see that we can now look at our formal linear just by using some stickers, some tea leaves, and color enhance it with some paint. That's all you have to do, just to create something that's really kind of fun, different, and it makes it fun for the holiday.